Hi everyone, it's Michelle here. Just popped in to share a quick tutorial on how I made the folder that went in the shabby Doris that I shared a couple of videos back. The original has actually been given away, so I had to just create a few new ones. And so for those of you that don't remember what those folders look like, it's just a really simple little folder that I made out of 2 pieces of paper. Had a pocket on the front, pocket on the inside, and then a side tuck there. So for those of you that are new to paper crafting and you'd be like, how do you make that? This is how you make it. So grab yourself 2 pieces of paper. I think it's quite nice to have contrasting paper just to give you a little bit of interest. This is 2 pieces of music paper and one is a different shade than the other. So I'm just going to weirdly, I just like that side better. Just decide how you want the papers to sit. I am going to have a slight overhang. So whatever size you want to make your folder, just cut the pages to that size. So I am going to make it to wrap around this notebook. So I know that I'm pretty close if I'm going to put it in here. So in fact for me I only need to fold it in half, but just have a look at whatever finished size you want your notebook to be and then cut your pages to suit that. So these 2 I'm just going to fold in half. It's going to be perfect, but you can easily make it to whatever size you fancy. So I want to have those fold ups, and this is how I made my pockets. It just could not be simpler. Exactly like that. I just decide how long the notebook is that it's going to be around, and then just fold it to suit that. You can measure and do all sorts of fancy. You can get your scoring board out, but for those people that are new and starting out, and also those that don't have all those things and like to get their hands on the paper, we can always make these things really low tech and really easily. So I'm going to put that piece to that way. So that's going to be my finish for that side. This is going to be my finished piece for this side, like so. And then I'm going to have that little overhang there. So on the different ones that I've done, you could use just use a glue. I would use a wet glue, and by that I mean a glue that goes on wet and then will dry. So rather than a double-sided tape, which will always be sticky. So if you're putting something into your pocket and you put a double-sided tape in and then you knock it, it will just grab the pocket all the time, grab the tag or whatever you're putting in there. It never dries. So that's why I always prefer to use a glue, a wet glue that will dry. The other way you can do it is as I've done with this one. If you've got a sewing machine, you can sew up the side. If you do that, sew up the side separately. So I did it as a decorative stitch all the way up here, and I did that 4 times over separately, and then put them both together and sewed top and bottom to attach them. Don't sew when they're together, because then you won't be able to create a pocket. You won't be able to get through that. So that's all, and that's quite nice with the decorative stitching up there. The other way that I've done it here is to use washi tape. So that's really a nice and easy way to do it. And just going to washi tape up the sides. So when you make the pocket, just take your little bit of washi, and super simple. You can just create that pocket. Nice and easy. So once you've done all 4 of your pockets, then you just want to attach top and bottom, and again you can do the same thing, sew it, glue it, or run the washi tape over it. So if you're going to do the washi tape, again, it could not be simpler. Just line them up. Just try to keep, when you do it, keep them together like so. It would be a really good idea actually. just to pop a couple of paper clips in to make sure that they stay held together, and then I'll just unwind my washi tape and tuck this down the bottom. I actually quite like it with the washi tape because it just gives another layer to it. It just gives it a little bit more dimension. And then with the one that I showed you just before, this one, I've just inked up the washi tape just to blend it nicely in. And I'll just do this really quickly and then you can see it finished for the ladies that were interested. Boom. And that's it. So I'm going to do those sides, but it's boring to watch someone putting washi tape together, so I can then just grab a bunch of tags. Ooh la la, tags go everywhere, and then I've got that nice big pocket at the side. Of course you can use scrapbook paper or printer paper or any art paper, jelly prints, anything you fancy. Just get them all together and tuck them in, then you've got a nice little folder, especially if you're into all the Dories and things like that that are around at the moment. So I'm going to finish that one up, and then I will tuck that in into my planner. But these two, I had some queries on these two Dories. These two are the ones that are for sale. They'll be on Etsy within the next few hours. These are the last ones that I've got for the year. I had given away a few, so these are the only ones that I have for sale. So thanks to those lovely ladies that inquired about them. And the just as an aside, the Etsy store is only open for 2 days, and then I'm closing and will reopen next year. So I like to avoid December postage, which seems like a good plan. So I hope you're all well, my lovelies. I know I've got 4 to go, and my daughter's laughing. She thinks she's got away with it, but no, I've got 4 videos to go and plenty of time. So I'll see you back really soon. Bye for now.